simply covered by gunas. Then we did a drama of Madhavikram. How to see the people compassionately, that we learned in the drama. First one. And then the second module 2 we saw workplace as a spiritual training ground instead of blaming people around. So this is a more advanced theme. Now Krishna sends difficult bosses, competitive peers, criticism, deadlines, unfair situations, not to punish us, but to expose our own pride, anger, attachment, and insecurity. Like for example, Durvasa Muni was thinking high of himself. Therefore he became angry with Ambarish Maharaj, correct no? Same Daksha Prajapati was thinking high of himself. So in the assembly, he offended Shiva and became very proud also, correct no? So our inner script about who we are, huh, and what we think about others, this matters a lot. We did the exercise, identifying a difficult colleague or inspiring colleague. Actually, this is a very amazing thing because we find here. See, the first principle is very simple, but the second principle is more difficult because in the first principle, don't have a wrong vision, that's all. Whereas here it says that even if situations are unfavorable, how to take it positively, converting misfortune into. There's one verse I will show you in Bhagavatam, very amazing verse. Okay. See, the 20,800 kings. Dve Shatani Ashtau. 20,800. Niruddha Yudhi Nirjitaha. They have been arrested by Jarasandha and put in the jail. Te Nirgata Giri Dronyam. He put them into mountain caves. Jail. Malina Malabhasasa. They were actually wearing clothes which are completely torn, old. Krukshamaha Shushkavadanaha Samrodha Parikarshitaha Dadrujuste Ghanashyamam Yudhakausheya Vasasam. Kshat means hungry. Krukshamaha Shushkavadana. Their mouths became dry, stomach was hungry. He didn't give them proper food or water, and they were having emaciated bodies, torn clothes, hungry bellies. Parikarshita, they suffered like anything. But the jail door opened. There they saw the beautiful form of Krishna. Krishna was in a 400 form, Shyamalavarna, with mukut and kundal, smiling, standing there. Srivatsankam Chaturbahum Padmagarbharunekshanam Charu Prasanna Badanam Suranmakarakundalam Padmahastam Gadashankha Kadangairupalakshitam Kiritahara Kataka Kati Sutrang Gadanchitam. So they're describing about the sight, how Krishna looked like. Huh? So it is said here that Srivat Sangam, Chaturbham, he was 400, he was having a Srivat Sinha, and his face was like a whirl of a blue lotus. And Charu Prasanna, he was smiling very beautifully, and his Makara Kundal was shining, glittering. Padma Hastam, Kadashanka, in his Shanga Chakra Gadapadmi was holding. Kirita, Hara, Kataka, all those things. And jeweled belt, Kataka. Kati Sutranga Danchita. Prajat Paramanigrivam Nivitam Vanamalaya Pibanta iva Chakshurbyam Lihanta iva Jihvaya Jigranta iva Nasabhyam Rambhanta iva Bahubhihi Pranamur Hatapapmana Mordave Padayor Hare. They felt when they saw Krishna, when they looked at him with eyes, they wanted all the senses to become like eyes and drink his beauty. In this way, they wanted to taste him, they wanted to see him, they wanted to smell him. So, this is darshan of Krishna is explained here. After that, they are going to say one prayer. Rajana Vuchuhu Namaste Deva Devesha Prapannarti Harabhyaya Prapannan Pahinah Krishna Nirvinnan Ghora Samsritehe. Is the translation?
The king said, obeisances to you, O Lord of the ruling demigods, O destroyer of your surrendered devotees' distress. Since we have surrendered to you, O inexhaustible Krishna, please save us from this terrible material life which has made us so despondent.
Naitam Nathan Suyama Magadam Madhusudana Anugraho Yad Bhavato Rajñam Rajya Chutir Vibho.
O Master Madhusudan, we do not blame this king of Magadha, since it is actually by your mercy that kings fall from their royal position, O Almighty Lord.
See, this is a very important point. They are saying we don't blame Jarasandha for capturing us, putting us in the jail, not feeding us food and water, starving us for years together. We all are thinking that we are going to die in the jail. But by Jarasandha putting us here, our pride was smashed completely. And we lost our physical strength, we lost our hope, and our pride was smashed. We have become totally humbled. Now we are like penniless beggars now. And I think Magadendra, Jarasandha making us like this is very welcome for us. Why welcome? Because we are getting your darshan. And therefore we think, Rajya Chuti, by your mercy only kings fall from their royal position, they are saying. Because at that time, we were very proud of our own kingdom. And we were attacking the neighborhood kings to expand our kingdom. So we were so infatuated that we delighted in killing the neighborhood people and taking over their kingdom. And they were also trying to do the same thing with us. So taking advantage of our fight, Jarasandha arrested both of us. Both the kings and put them in the jail. Like that he gathered how many kings? 20,800 kings. Can you imagine? So now they are saying that we fell from our position as a king due to fighting, but it is good only for us, he is saying. Why? Because we got your darshan. So therefore we are not envious of Jarasandha, like that they are saying. Very advanced consciousness. So then we saw these things. Yeah, different type of colleagues. Friendly colleagues, competitive colleagues, political colleagues, and toxic colleagues. So this also we discussed and we saw a skit also. Now we are going to the third one. Major workplace challenges for devotees. Yeah, read this.
Challenge 1, gossip. Why people gossip? Entertainment, insecurity, social bonding.
People gossip for entertainment. Did you watch this movie? Did you watch that movie? You know, did you hear this news? Abhi, what's happening? Venezuela president is airlifted and taken to America by Trump. देखो क्या ट्रम्प या क्या आदमी है? He threatened president of Iran that if you don't come out of the building, we will put bomb. And the president said, I would rather die as a martyr than come out on your order. So he remained inside. Whether they put the bomb, exploded. When Iran president died, then Iran is now making friendship with Iraq now. Then all the Mughal countries want to join hands and attack Trump. So in this way, there are a lot of things going on. People talk about things over which they have no control. And they talk hours and hours. Little bit knowledge, awareness is important, because it shouldn't happen that they have put a curfew in your city and they're walking in the road alone. You know, you should be aware. But at the same time, you don't need to know so much that we keep gossiping about it. Entertainment, insecurity. Why people want to compensate for insecurity? They feel that if I don't gossip, people will not know that I am also knowing something. The train you can see. Somebody will ask, वो कांग्रेस पार्टी में क्या हुआ मालूम है आपको? Somebody will ask. किसको नहीं मालूम? सब लोग जानते हैं वो ये पार्टी से वो पार्टी कूद मारा हुआ. He will say, and he will say some news. Why people say about something which others haven't heard? Because it makes them feel, their ego makes them think that I know more than other people. So their insecurity can be, filled up. They think like that. By gossiping, and people say, do you know that news? क्या हो गया? तुमको मालूम नहीं है? अरे पूरा दुनिया बात कर रहा है, आपको मालूम नहीं है? ऐसा हो गया, वैसा हो गया. Gossiping. Because that makes them feel that I am more intelligent. So the insecurity can be removed. That's the reason. And then social bonding. People like to connect with others and gossip, so they can say that I know 3 dozen people in the company. Correct, no? They want to have their network with some, and then they keep on collecting numbers, the WhatsApp, mobile, 300, 500, 800, the names of people. So then they keep sending something in the WhatsApp groups, correct? So many, now some people, one man was telling he has 80 WhatsApp groups. He's a part of 80 groups. Somebody keeps sending. Nowadays, many people don't see also what is coming. So entertainment, insecurity, social bonding. And devotional principle is what?
Vaishnava culture discourages fault finding.
Yeah.
Practical responses. Change topic, stay neutral, excuse yourself, offer constructive comments.
Yeah, 4 things you can do. Somebody is bringing about politics, can change the topic. Like, somebody is telling, ये क्या करने वाला है ट्रम्प, किसी को पता नहीं, हमेशा ऐसा करता है. Some people say like that. So when he is talking about that, then how can you say, oh, you're telling about American situation? Yeah. In 1965, our Swami Prabhupada went to America also. You're talking about America, we will also talk. He did a cultural revolution there. So much so that within 4 years, Americans started wearing dhoti kurta and saris and everything. So you change the topic, you take a link from his topic and then you change topic. His one Ranath Maharaj was once telling that, one man came and told a devotee, पिछले 2 महीने से हमको इतना कॉन्स्टिपेशन हो गया हमारा, मोशन हो ही नहीं रहा था. अभी आयुर्वेदिक दवा खाने के बाद इतना बढ़िया हो गया, केला जैसे विष्ट हो गया आज. अच्छा है. He was telling. So who wants to know? Huh? So Maharaj is telling somebody speaks like that, immediately what you should say? You should immediately tell, oh, you're talking about Kela. So there was one devotee called Kolevecha. See that? Huh? Oh, Kela Bistata, Kela, and all those things he was telling. Then I will tell you one story. A story which you don't know. Correct, no? So you divert attention. He's talking something dirty about his stool. So who want to know what is the shape of his stool? Huh? You know, people talk about it. Huh? So Maharaj is telling you divert the topic. Yeah. Somebody is telling, uh, इधर कैसे आपका बारिश हुआ क्या? हमारे एरिया में बारिश नहीं हुआ. Did you have rains here? You didn't have rains there. Maharaj said, how you should change the topic? He said, one day there were a lot of clouds. It was about to pour down. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the kartal and rang. Like this he rang and all the clouds went far away. So that devotees can do kirtan. Huh? Like that. So you take the clue from their talk and then you change the topic to another topic. Changing topic. Another one, stay neutral. Don't agree and don't disagree. Like he's saying, क्या हमेशा ये गैस सिलेंडर वाले बदमाश लोग हैं, इतना रेट बढ़ा दिया है ना? He's asking you. So don't agree and don't disagree. Stay neutral. So third one is excuse yourself. Like somebody is talking Prajalpa, you know that he is wasting your time. You can say, थोड़ा bathroom जाना है हमको, थोड़ा 1-2 minutes जाकर आते हैं. And then you go to bathroom, never come here. Go to another place. Correct? Huh? That is excuse yourself. And fourth one, offer constructive comments. Yeah. That means, if he is bringing a negative comment, like he's saying garden is full of thorny bushes, you say, yeah, garden is full of fragrant roses, you can say. Both are true. Some constructive comment you can make. Yeah, let us see the activity. See, you are trapped in gossip conversation. How do you exit gracefully? Anybody was caught in that? How you did it? You are trapped in a gossip conversation between colleagues. Because if you suddenly go away from there, they will say that, hey, you think you are a great soul, you don't mix with us or whatever they may say. How do you exit gracefully? You gossip about the company policies, they talk about some other similar company laid off 30,000 people recently, Oracle, huh? Oracle. They may talk such things. Yeah. So if you feel that it is just a useless talk, how do you exit gracefully? Anybody? Yeah.
I once said that I had an urgent call from my family and went off and pushed.
Correct. Oh, I'm getting a call from my family. Thank you. Bye-bye. Prashad. They can't say no. It's an important call. Anything else you can do? Any other?
Maybe Broji can also say that I would love to be in association and be discussing about this, but since I have a deadline crossing related to my project, that I have to go. Maybe.
Yeah. But one has to very politely say that. Say that, I wish to stay longer, but I have some important call I have to go. See, what is the challenge too?
Should devote questions.
Heading?
Challenge 2. Office parties and social culture. Questions. Should devotees attend? How much should they participate? Principle is presence is not equal to participation. You may attend to build relationships, to remain connected, but avoid intoxication, improper association, and compromising behavior.
Like in case you go for a party, you may meet people, talk to them, chat with them, connect with them, no problem. But avoid intoxication. If there is a fruit juice you can take, others may drink liquor, whatever they want to drink. Similarly, amongst them, pick those who are pious. And because they sit in different tables. Around the table, 5 people sit. So you can find out in which table somebody, close to your principles is available. He's also come from good family. He won't drink. He won't smoke. and go to the table and connect. Once you get a couple of people with you, then you will not be considered lonely. Correct, no? So in this way, avoid improper association. And also avoid intoxication also, yeah. And then challenge 3.
Challenge 3, workplace attraction. One of the most dangerous areas. What common mistakes are emotional dependence, excessive personal sharing, flirtatious communication, seeking validation.
Yeah. So these are the most dangerous areas for working boys. Yeah. If you're connecting with a girl in the project, you can become emotionally dependent. Yeah. Like we were seeing the Ajamil drama they did, boys did. They showed very nicely. So the prostitute initially, Ajamil brought her to his home, thinking that she will give me happiness, enjoyment. And she is meant for me to enjoy. And he drove away parents and wife and everything. Then he asked the wife one day, the prostitute, so now you are like a queen of the house. Are you happy? She said, what? You are asking? Am I happy? What have you done for me? She asked. If I show you, you will appreciate more. Only thing is, the range is very poor here. I don't know whether it will come. Hey, you can give me yours. See, Pujari floor is not coming proper. Yeah, now it's coming.
Go, which I'm.
He also abandoned his faithful and virtuous wife.
I want nice clothes, nice house, nice food, jewelry, everything. If you can't give, I am going to a rich house tomorrow.
I have given everything that I have. From where will I get more?
Beg, borrow, or steal. Do whatever you want. Just get it as I want it.
In this way, to fulfill the demand and make the prostitute.
So now you saw how he became dependent on her, correct, no? Because now he can't live without her. Initially, he thought she will give me happiness, but now he has to give her, fulfill her demands. Say, beg, borrow or steal, you get something, otherwise I'll go to another man, she's saying. So you will see that this is emotional dependence. Actually, many times boys don't know. Boys connect with the girl emotionally, but girls connect with the boy professionally. Actually, girls are many times business-like. Actually, we have to know their psychology. They basically want guidance or help, but decision-making, they want somebody to guide. Many women, because of their mindset, they're not able to make decisions. Many times. They just catch some man and say, please tell me how to decide. They see more from a point of view of solution. But man becomes very emotional. Oh, she called me. What did she find in me? That she has called me. She didn't find anything in you. She just wanted somebody to give a solution. So, when man becomes emotionally dependent, it can lead to complication and excessive personal sharing. Sometimes the boys become very flirting type. They start telling about me, my mother, my father, my study, my taste and your taste and everything. They start excessive personal sharing. And flirting is communication is impressive. Flirting actually means showing off. I did this in school, I did in college, I did this, I am this, I am that, and so many things like that. Talking, boasting about oneself to a girl. Seeking validation, which means wanting a like from them, sharing with them. So these are all problems. And what is practical protection?
Practical protection. Maintain professional boundaries, maintain appropriate communication, maintain accountability.
Yeah. So I will show you a skit to become clear. And what is the challenging fourth challenge?
Challenge 4, anger and irritation. Trigger formula. Expectation leads to frustration and anger. Devotee formula is expectation leads to service mood and tolerance.
Yeah. So when we see the drama, this will become clear. If we have improper expectations, that will lead to frustration and anger. What is proper to have expectation? We will see it. One should learn tolerance, isn't it? 2.14 Krishna teaches that Bhaktivinoda Thakur says humility means no expectation from anybody. He says that's the definition of humility he gives. So let us see this. See, what is your biggest workplace anger trigger and a Krishna conscious alternative response? We have to see that. See the corporate battlefield. Madhav, now this side you can give the mic. Three of you, take it. Madhav is a software engineer practicing Bhakti Yoga for 4 years, mature, balanced, and grounded in his principles. And Vikram is Madhav's teammate, socially active, loves office politics, and prone to gossiping. And Rohit, senior project lead, hardworking, but has a volatile temper when under pressure. So Vikram likes to gossip, and Rohit becomes angry. He's a team lead. And Samir, a friendly new junior developer on the team. Okay. Focus is handling gossip. Stay neutral, change topic, excuse yourself. Okay. Setting. The break room. Madhav is refilling his water bottle. Vikram and Samir are leaning against the counter, whispering. Vikram?
Did you guys hear about Akash from the DevOps team? I heard he completely botched the deployment last night because he was too busy looking for another job during office hours. No wonder the director was screaming in his cabin.
Samir, really? Wow, he always seemed a bit lazy to me.
Hey Madhav, you worked with Akash on the last project. He's totally incompetent and manipulative, right? Madhav's internal monologue. Vaishnav principle, no fault finding. It's so easy to just nod and join in for casual entertainment. But speaking ill of someone behind their back destroys spiritual gravity. I need to exit this gracefully without acting holier than thou.
What is the meaning of holier than the attitude? As if I am like Jesus or I am like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Haridas Thakur, You guys are all nonsense, I am going out. One doesn't have to quit like that. How he is quitting, you see, Madhav. Read that.
I can't speak on his job search, Vikram, but when Akash worked with me on the API integration, he was actually very prompt with his documentation.
You see, Madhav is praising Akash. These guys are saying Akash is a bit lazy, is this, is that. He's saying, maybe that is your experience, but my experience is that he has been good with me, he's saying. Yeah. Then Vikram?
Oh, come on. You are just being nice. Everyone knows he's slacking.
So Vikram want to label Akash as lazy.
Speaking of deployments, did you guys see the new security compliance guidelines HR sent out this morning? The new authentication protocol looks quite intense.
Oh, don't remind me. More paperwork.
See, now he has diverted the topic. You saw that? Yeah. Speaking of deployments, third karke him turned him to another side. They are also worried about it. See, Vikram, don't remind me more paperwork.
Exactly. On that note, I actually have to hop onto a client send call in 2 minutes. Catch you guys at the bay.
This is excusing smartly, correct now? See, three things he has done now. All the three things which you said here. You remember that we said? The beginning we said this. See, change the topic and then he excused himself. Correct now? And he offered constructive comments for Akash. Correct now? Offer constructive comments. करके change the topic. Because they're taking you to the wrong direction, take them to the right direction. And stay, and also excuse yourself. Correct, no? You did that. Act 2, yeah. Office part in social culture. A dimly lit restaurant hall where the company is celebrating a quarter release. Loud music plays in the background. A bar counter is set up on one side. Vikram approaches Madhav holding a drink. Vikram.
Madhav, man, I'm shocked you actually showed up tonight. I thought you would be home meditating. Come on, let's go to the counter. You have got to try the special cocktails tonight. They are amazing.
Hey
Smiling,
Vikram.
smiling warmly, holding a glass of plain orange juice.
Hey Vikram. Of course I came. It's a huge win for our team, and I wanted to celebrate everyone's hard work. I am good with my orange juice though.
Oh, stop being so boring. Just one drink. Nobody from your community is looking at you right now. Just loosen up and participate fully.
Madhav's internal monologue. What is he thinking?
Principle, presence is not equal to participation. I'm here to build healthy professional relationships and show my colleagues I value them. But I don't need to compromise my vows or engage in loose, intoxicating association to fit in.
To fit in their group, you don't have to be like them and do what nonsense they are doing. You can be physically present, but stick to your principles. Our Krishna Chandra Prabhu, in one gathering, was telling, sometimes he deals with crores of rupees colleagues, customers, clients, and all sometimes. They invite him to a star hotel, and then they sit around the table, some 8, 10 of them. So he was telling they are eating meat, they are drinking wine. So he would tell them, dear friends, you all can eat whatever you like, but here is my wife, she has brought some, juice and fruits for me, and this is all I take. I have some principles because I have a guru. Like that he said. And they all said, oh, that's all right, that's fine. Whatever you're comfortable, please take. You take what you're comfortable, we'll take what we are comfortable. They say like that. So he can still do crores of rupees dealing. Because we should not offend them by criticizing them. All of you meat eaters, you'll become a dog in the next life, a pig in the next life. You don't say that. Even if it is true, you don't say that, correct, no? Yeah. But you say, okay, you do what you want, but I have my principles I follow. So in this way, you are present there, like he smartly he said, I am here to build healthy professional relationships, to show my colleagues that I value them. See, that's what Madhav said here, if you see. Hi Vikram, of course I came. It's a huge win for our team. I want to celebrate everyone's hard work. That means he's appreciating his team and their success, but at the same time he's sticking to his principles. Correct, no? Sometimes what happens for our boys, they don't appreciate the company's success. They don't appreciate the members of the team. They think these are all mundane. Correct, no? We are a Krishna devotee. How can we speak all these things? I think. But here you can see Madhav, because these are harmless things which you can do. It's a huge win for our team. I also want to celebrate all of your hard work and appreciate you. I came to appreciate you all, but I will eat and take whatever is fit for me. And Madhav, what is he saying? Clinking his juice glass against Vikram's drink. Completely confident. They say cheers, no? Huh? Okay, we'll say cheers, but you drink liquor and I will drink juice. Okay, yeah. I appreciate.
I appreciate the offer, Vikram, but I genuinely enjoy staying sober. Tell me, how did your presentation with the VP go earlier today? I heard he was highly impressed.
He has diverted the topic. See, now if he continues talking about the food and drinks, there is a likelihood that Vikram may push him. I'm not telling him to take full glass, just take water, he may say. But immediately he has diverted the topic. Because he says, I want to be professional, and he's actually professional. Vikram immediately diverted, beaming with pride.
Oh, dude, he loved the quarterly metrics dashboard.
Madhu listens attentively, connects with his team, stays for an hour to show support, and discreetly exits before the party descends into heavy intoxication. Read that.
Challenge 3, workplace attraction.
Focus, maintaining professional boundaries, avoiding emotional dependence and excessive personal sharing. Setting the office desk late in the evening. Only Madhav and Samir, the junior devotee, are left. Samir looks visibly distressed, staring at his phone.
Samir, hey Madhav, do you have a second? I'm in a really messy situation.
Yeah, Shamir, what's up? You look stressed.
So there's this girl from the design team. We started working on the UI layout together. At first, it was just work. Then we started staying late, sharing personal problems about our families, venting about our stressful lives, and texting late into the night. Now I find myself constantly seeking her validation, getting distracted during my work, and feeling emotionally dependent. It's totally messing with my focus and my personal life. How do we avoid this, man?
Samir, I completely understand. The corporate environment makes it very easy for emotional boundaries to blur when you work closely under pressure.
I see, very two important points are said. One thing is, first of all, the corporate environment brings males, females very liberally together without teaching them any culture. There is usually dog and cat culture. They have no other culture. They don't teach any culture. And also the emotional boundaries, they become blur. How they become blurred? When you are closely working under the deadlines, pressures, the project completion, and sometimes the overload, unrealistic deadlines, correct? No? So when these things come, emotionally, you are under stress, you want some relief. And for a male, a female becomes a relief. So some people want to get relief through smoking or drinking, and some people consider a female companion is also relief. That's how they can get closer. Like here, this fellow Samir, what happened with him? They both started talking about their personal life and started venting out and chatting. Now he's making his life messy.
But as a practitioner of bhakti, I have had to learn that workplace demand strict emotional guardrails.
Yeah, you have to make boundaries, he's saying, in dealing with opposites. Samir, yeah.
How do you maintain those guardrails without looking cold?
It's about clear formula. Keep communication strict, professional, objective, and transparent.
Yeah.
Avoid late night, non work related texting completely. If a
See,
conversation
keep communication strictly professional, objective, and transparent. See, women, unfortunately, they don't know that when they are trying to come closer and closer and closer to a man, how much the man's consciousness is getting affected. That the woman doesn't know. Woman is only thinking, see, women are compared to a creeper, like a lata. Yeah. And man is compared to a tree. Yeah. So, any creeper, which is hanging in the air, it wants some support, correct? No? So, women connect with man for support. They want some validation from somebody. They want some sensitive speech or some appreciation from somebody. uh, and they want some clarity. They are confused. They want some direction. They want someone to say, yes, this is right. You should do this. So, when they come closer to man, and when the man is really a gentleman, and our Hare Krishna devotees are all fine gentlemen. Correct? Prabhupada said, my followers are all gentlemen. And women find the gentleman very perfect. When they find them perfect, they come even more close, opening their hearts, lives. My mother, my father, my brother, my sister, my family is like this. Open up. And then you also give them more and more open. Then at one point of time, they will not be in trouble. Who will be in trouble? We will be in trouble. So, one should be very careful. Otherwise, if you don't set boundaries, like in those days, one Mataji asked some questions. Of course, I always put my assistant in the CC. And she got perfect answers from me. And then she's a married Mataji. She has grown-up sons, two grown-up sons she has. And then she asked more questions. Then I gave more answers. Then she said, Prabhu, your answers are so perfect. Now I would like to send you a regular report. Every month, 2 reports about my sadhana card about my study card, reading and everything. You can guide me how I guide my two sons. You can also guide my husband. You guide me. I said, what are you thinking? I have so much other responsibility. And I also said, Mother, you should take guidance from a senior lady. You have a counselor, Mataji. You go to her. Why do you expect me to support like this? And besides that, brahmacharis are not meant for guiding women like this so closely. You ask philosophical questions, I answered. But now you want the whole life to be guided by me. Me, my husband, my two children, and my whole family. You take charge. Now, if I give so much time to all your, and every 3 days, every 4 days, you start sending a long, long mail. Prabhuji, this is from sadhana card from my husband, and this is from my children. I'm sending a lot of things. Then at one point of time, I had to tell us, you have to, if you want, I can put a word to your counselor, Mataji, that she should give you more shelter. No, Prabhu, she's too busy, she said. I said, am I not busy? So, actually, many boys will tell me that, Prabhuji, my counselor is so super busy, therefore I'm asking you. They will ask. So, many times, this is one of the natures of the creeper. The creeper, wherever it gets shelter, it takes more and more support. It will come for support. Now, as a man, we should not enjoy that womanly association. Like somebody is writing a mail to me repeatedly, I keep replying. And they keep praising you also. Oh, you are this, you are that, they will praise. And if you start delighting in that, then you give more and more and more, and tomorrow you may contaminate your consciousness also. You can become degraded in your consciousness. And if the girl is not married, she's a colleague in your office, tomorrow she is likely to propose to you also. She will tell you that, because you totally understand me, please marry me. They will say, yeah. For them, requesting you to marry is a very simple thing because they are looking for a partner, that's all. If you say no, then they look for another one. But for you, it's like a thunderbolt. What? One boy asked me, Radheshyam Prabhu, I am a GS boy. If a girl in my team proposes to me, then what? He said. I said, then what? He said, a very big thing. You propose to her saying that you are a GS boy. You tell her that, Madam, you are proposing to marry me. I have already given proposal to Krishna to marry me. I have given my heart to Krishna already. What is it? Because I am an old man, I can say that, but a young boy gets disturbed, correct or not? A boy who is very young, he's just 21, 22. If somebody proposes, he just gets completely, what is in me that somebody is considering me a hero? You are not a hero, you are zero only. But somebody is thinking me you are a hero. So this is the problem. That is why this kind of boundaries are very important. Read. Number one, avoid.
Avoid late night, non-work related
See, late
texting.
night is the problem. Why? Because when it gets darker and darker late night, she may ask you, can you please drop me in my place? I cannot go alone. And if I take a cab, it may be risky. Can you drop me? So imagine you're going in a scooter, she's sitting behind. If body touches, you will get agitated. In the name of dropping you, you are going to get intimate. And also, if two of you are going in a bike, there is a likelihood that there's a lot of talks. Eventually, the intimacy will increase by that. Yeah. And also, late night loneliness. Night is in which guna? So our intelligence is more alert or less alert? Yeah. So we are more easy to succumb or less easy to succumb? More easy to succumb, correct me? That means we are also weak, and that too in opposite sex association. Is it good for us? No, that's the whole thing. So avoid late night. Then
Non-work related texting completely. If a conversation shifts to deep personal vulnerabilities, gently steer it back to project
see,
timeline.
non-work related texting is absolutely one should avoid. See, this is something which many boys have got into and they got into trouble. And it didn't even end in marriage. It only ended in bitter, mudslinging. Like, for example, some devotee boy, he was actually teaching in a tuition center. After the class is over, some group of girls would go and meet the sir. Sir, I have some doubt and everything. And they are all teenage girls. So one teenage girl was glorifying him. Sir, you are the smartest teacher. We have never seen someone like you. The way you teach and this and that. And he got very infatuated by that. She started sending her some WhatsApp chats. in a romantic type of chat, she started sending her, and then she showed it to her father. See what kind of things this teacher is sending. I see him like a father, but he is seeing me like a prospective husband. You know, and the father came to pick up a big fight with the tuition center. क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग मेरे बेटे के साथ? Things like that. Immediately the tuition center threw him out. He was thrown out of the job. Of course, later on now he was a GS boy. Later on now he got married after that. So the whole idea is what? Because he was this non-work related texting he started doing. See, work-related texting means talk about the subject, correct, no? She's asking a question, you answer. Be very professional, be very clear, sticking to what is being spoken. But you will see the human tendency is, along with talking about the subject, some amount of humanness will come in that. Like somebody is writing also to you, they will ask you questions, but along with it, they will say, Prabhu, we are very I'm so thankful to you, you are so kind. Your expressions are so crystal clear. Some appreciation also comes. So therefore, one should be very careful not to become personal or private. Go ahead. If
Gently steer it back to
if a
protect.
conversation,
Never seek emotional.
no. If a conversation shifts to deep personal vulnerabilities, gently steer it back to project timeliness. Is saying that means if it is going to become very personal, you bring it back to track. Put the subject in the front. Don't do anything that is non-work related. Second,
Never seek emotional validation or use a colleague as an emotional sounding board.
which means you want someone to say you are okay. You want emotional validation from others. You will be the most frustrated. Why? Because sometimes they will appreciate you, sometimes they can criticize you. There was one boy who got a job, he got 6 lakh per annum. He got. And there were a group of students, 2 dozen students in WhatsApp group. So he put there, hey, I was the first one to get the job in the final year. And I got 6 lakh per annum, I already got placed. So he thought everybody will say congratulations. Some boys said, hey, congrats, you are the first one to pick up the first job, good. And his girlfriend, his fiancée, she was there. She wrote saying that, what is this 6 lakhs? You don't know your friend has got 10 lakhs per annum. He has not yet announced, but he already got, just yesterday night only he got the job. Like that she wrote. And this fellow committed suicide. Yeah. Because number one, it was his fiancée. She thought he's going to marry her, and she has openly, blown him off publicly in a WhatsApp group, in a 2 dozen people, students' presence. And also it is like a ridicule for him because he is going to draw 6 lakhs and his friend is drawing 10 lakhs. He felt ashamed, totally shattered. So this is because he sought emotional validation from his friends and especially her. So he was totally shattered. This is the problem of emotional validation. Never use friends and colleagues for this. You need validation only from Krishna. And that Krishna validates a squirrel also. Small squirrel who does little service, he validates. He validated Shabari. He validates everybody. Dukhi became Sukhi. Correct, na? For the third one.
Always keep your interaction visible and accountable. Meet in open office spaces or meeting rooms, not isolated corners.
This is another thing. Like, for example, one boy was in a project and he used to talk to a girl in a little private space area. And he was a devotee boy also. Girl started trying to get close to him. Her goal was to hunt him down, get married to him. But then he was enjoying her company, but he didn't want to marry her. He thought, as long as I'm company, little bit feminine association, I will enjoy. But after that, I will not, marry her. So he was a borderline case, whether to join or whether to marry. So at one point of time, when she saw that he's trying to go away, she started sort of blackmailing him. She said, I have a lot of chats from you. I'm going to show it to our boss that you have sent all these personal chats to me. And you got close to me, and that too, you got close to me in a private place, private area. I will say that, you touched me or you kissed me and things like that. But he got into a trap. My lord, what will I do now? But if you are in a public place, this is what Gopaksha Maharaj was telling. In Delhi, Maharaj said, yeah, earlier husband wives would come to meet him in his room. Later, sometimes some 35-year-old or 40-year-old, 50-year-old Mataji used to come to meet his room. Sometimes his servant will be coming in, going out, because he would go to get some things. So Maharaj said, I thought it is not a good, safe thing, because if I am sitting, my servant is going out somewhere to buy something, nobody will say. So Maharaj said, after that I made a policy, outside my room I made a lobby, and I put a, what do you call it, CCTV, also camera. So camera will record everything. So tomorrow no woman can cook up any stories. Correct, no? So we are meeting women only in the public place or semi-public place. And what is Maharaj's age? 70 plus. So he is so strict and careful. Correct, no? So young people, if you are going to meet them privately, because our law of the country is on whose side? Men or women? So women's side. Woman blames you, you can get into real trouble. That's why he says, always keep your interactions visible in the public. Others also will say that, oh, he never meets privately, always meets in public places. And be accountable and meet in open office spaces or meeting rooms, not isolated corners. Yeah. Then?
It's not about being rude. It's about protecting your own peace of mind and respecting their space too. Clear boundaries create clean relationships.
Yeah. He's saying, you can be firm with a girl also. Why? It's not about protecting your own, it's all about protecting your own peace of mind and respecting their space also. So there should be some boundary, clear boundary to create clean relationships. What is clean relationship? You are gentle, you are respectful, you are polite, and you talk about the project, you talk about the career, talk about the company, and you are friendly. That is a clean relationship. And beyond that, you don't, what is not unclean relationship, becoming romantic in chats and getting closer beyond limits. You don't have any connection with her. She's not your property. And appreciating her. Oh, today you look very beautiful in this dress or something. It becomes very personal. You look very smart. And so then you get personal. That is unclean relationship. And then Samir?
Wow, clean relationships. I really needed to hear that. I need to reset my communication tonight.
Yeah. So Samir has got an idea now. He was about to slip and fall from his position. He's saved now. Then Act 4, Challenger 4, anger and irritation. Focus is overcoming triggers. So change the expectation mood into service mood and tolerance. See, we have to reset, change our outlook. Stop expecting from others. Instead, serve others. The advantage of serving others is what? You can do service. Others do or not, you don't have to worry. You can do. Whereas expectation is from yourself or from others. That's why the frustration comes. See, ego-driven means what? You want to control others. You have expectation from others. You want to boss over others. You want others to accept your opinion. You want others to say you are all right. All these things cause frustration. But if you may have a mindset that I want to contribute, I want to serve, I want to facilitate others, that nobody can, spoil that. Setting the team bay. Rohit, senior project lead, storms over to Madhav's desk, throwing a folder down. Rohit, furious, speaking loudly. Yes?
Madhav, the staging environment is completely down. I told you to coordinate with the infrastructure team before the end of the day. Because of your lack of follow up, our entire testing cycle is delayed by 24 hours. This is highly irresponsible.
In reality, Madhav had sent 3 emails to the infrastructure team, but they failed to respond. Rohit didn't check the email trail before shouting, isn't it? He's already sent the mail, but Rohit didn't check it.
Expected Rohit to be reasonable.
Madhav's inner voice, the old trigger formula. What was the old trigger formula?
Expected
Not
Rohit,
expected. What is that?
I expected Rohit to be reasonable and checks the fact. My expectation is shattered. I feel frustrated. I want to yell back at him right now. to defend my ego.
Yeah, then if you yell back, you will say, Rohit, why are you so foolish? Huh? Without checking your email, you're coming and shouting at me. Go back and see the mail. Huh? तब आपको अक्ल आएगा. Huh? If you say like that, then that can be very offensive, correct? So what is Madhav's internal monologue?
Krishna says,
The devotee formula.
the devotee formula. Krishna says,
No, what is the devotee formula?
Bhagavad Gita 2.15.
What is the 2.14 verse? Tam stitikshasva. Tolerance formula. That is the monologue. That means if you cultivate internal tolerance, only then we will be able to respond properly. If you don't cultivate tolerance, then you are ego-driven, very dangerous. Go ahead.
Krishna says, Tam Tichiksha Bharata, learn to tolerate the fleeting ups and downs. Rohit is under immense client pressure. My role here is not to defend my false prestige. It is to perform my work in a mood of service and tolerance. Let me deal with the situation, not the anger.
See, this is one very important thing. My Guru Maharaj put it in a very simple manner. He said, look at other living entities sympathetically, with a compassionate eye, he said. And he said, this one thing is good enough. Always cultivate a compassionate outlook towards all other living entities. If you do that, like here he's saying, oh, Rohit is under immense client pressure. That means pressure. That means he is looking at Rohit with what eye? Compassionate eye. Immediately your mindset will change. So that then he says here, actually, yes, my ego is hurt. I want to attack him back. But then when I look at his pressure, I feel pity for him. So if you feel pity for somebody, can you slap him or attack him? You cannot, yeah. Madhav taking a calm breath and keeping his voice level polite and completely free of any kind of egoistic attitude. Now what he says?
I understand your frustration, Rohit. A down environment stalls the whole team. I actually sent the configuration request to the infra team at 11 a.m. and followed up twice.
So Rohit is slightly caught off guard by Madhav's extreme composure. You did? I'm sorry, I didn't know this, he says. And then?
Yes, the email trail is right here. However, rather than waiting for them now, I can jump on a quick call with their lead right away and manually restart the staging ports myself so we don't lose any more time. Would that be okay?
Rohit, deflating completely, looking slightly embarrassed. Oh, I see. Yeah, yes, please do that, Madhav. Thank you for handling it quickly. Sorry for raising my voice.
No problem at all. Rohit, I'll get it running in 10 minutes.
Rohit walks away completely pacified. Madhav turns back to his screen, takes a deep breath and feels a deep sense of inner spiritual strength. So this section was about Act 4 is the challenge, is the anger and irritation. Because nowadays life is like that. Everywhere. So there can be many reasons for anger to arise. So here what they showed is miscommunication. He has sent the mail, but he has not received the mail. Without seeing the mail, he is shouting. So, because his boss is the leader of the team, one should respect him. One should not take him for a ride and then yell at him. It can cause problem. So in office it can happen. Even in temple service it can happen. Sometimes in your own center also, some miscommunication, misunderstanding can come. Yeah. Sometimes A wants to tell something to B. So A has told C to tell B. Correct, no? But the C forgot to tell B. And then A sees in the evening B has not done, he is shouting at B. And B is wondering, why is he shouting? No, nobody told me anything. But the problem was what? There is a disconnect. Without knowing that B hasn't received any intimation, A is shouting. Correct, no? So then they both are wondering what happened. Then they understand C has failed in his job. Right, no? So then anger comes. So anger can be sorted out only if you think with your intelligence, not with you become emotionally driven by your mind. Intelligence has to be used. So very nice section it is. Anger, this was anger and irritation. This was about The previous skit was about workplace attraction to opposite sex. The second one was yeah. See, these are the challenges: gossip, office parties and social culture, workplace attraction. Fourth one is anger and irritation. All four you are covered. Correct, na? Yes, good. So now, last one is about becoming an influential devotee at work. This is a positive thing. Till now, we all tolerating. Now, something constructive, what you can do in the company. Okay? Read that.
Earn respect before you preach. Most people are influenced by character, competence, consistency before philosophy.
Yeah. So, most people. That's a good point. 3 C's. But repeat it again.
Character, competence, and consistency.
To bend my back. I cannot sit for a long time like this. Last 1 week I've been sitting. In a day I sit 8 hours. If you have a cordless mic, you can stand for a while. Yeah. Hare Krishna. This you can switch off. No, that can be switched off. So, see, even though non-devotees, they themselves may lack character, or they may lack consistency. When they see it in devotees, they appreciate. This is something they openly appreciate. Somebody can move that. See, 3 C's: character, competence, consistency. If you show these three in the company, one of the first things people appreciate is competence. If you are not competent in your field, like there is a story, true story, in the Gulf. One Muslim had a big industry. He saw that slowly, number of tilaks started increasing in the company. Sri Vaishnav Tilak, Gaudiya Tilak, like that, people started. The report came to him that now practically there are several dozens of people coming in Tilak to company. So then he made one policy that anybody who comes with Tilak will be laid off. We cannot entertain anybody. So everybody rubbed the Tilak off completely. They were afraid. But one devotee was going in Tilak. And the news was taken to the owner that he's still coming in Tilak. Should we lay him off? First thing he asked is, how does he do the job for the company? They said, oh, he's a very vital man. In fact, he does the major part of the work. He is idea generator and he is prompt in his work. And there has never been a complaint. Last 10 years he's working with us. Like that they said. When he heard it, he said, okay, make an announcement. Except him, nobody can wear tilak. Like that they sent out a circular. He is given an exception, special exception. And continue to go in tilak. So this happened a few decades ago. So why I am telling you this, if a devotee is good in his job, people will find it very difficult. Another example I will tell you. Our professor, Leela Purushottam Prabhu, he's called Leeladhar Behra. He is from Odisha. So he worked in IIT Kanpur as a professor. And in his home, he used to call his home as a ashram. I've been there many times. So he has twin daughters, kids. And morning, the whole house program means it's like a temple, ISKCON temple. It will exactly same program. Mangalarti, Narsingarti, Tulasi Arti, Japa, Shingar Darshan. Deities are also there at home. And Bhagavatam class. Every day 30 to 40 students will come. Sometimes 20 students, sometimes. So, and evening again, Tulasi Arti, Narsingarti and Gaurarti and Bhagavad Gita class, evening. And it's a daily thing. He runs it like ISKCON temple. And new boys come, old boys come. Whether you are new or old, class is same only for everybody. Evening Bhagavad Gita, morning verse by verse, it keeps going. Like that he has been doing. And a lot of people became devotees and started going to different parts of the world then. So he is doing something in Ranchi also. And he is the main number one man for the Vrindavan Gurukul school. Earlier it was in temple. Now they have got 100-acre land. Now they're making a university there. The school has become a university now. So very active man. Now what he did, he made 4 of his students go abroad, earn doctorate degrees and come back. And now they are working as professors in IIT Kanpur. All 4 of them. He brought them there as professors. Now they are running the show and he has left that place and gone to IIT Mandi and become director there. How many of you think he's a smart fellow, correct? No? Very smart, isn't it? Super smart. Now they 4 are running in IIT. It's going on. Now in IIT Mandi, what he did, the first thing he did as soon as he went to IIT Mandi is no non-veg, he said. He has banned non-veg. And lot of opposition. Boys formed a union. They protested. How they can, and we will have problem with protein, this and that. He said, tell me what the problem, and he gives the scientific reason. And we will give equal amount of protein from vegetarian. Similarly, they have a weekly once 2-hour class on this thing, value education related, IKS kind of thing, Indian knowledge system kind of thing. There he used to present it in a very logical, scientific, like empirical studies which they have made on meditation and all those things he used to present. Now he made a whole department and laboratory on body-mind experiment he has made. And they are coming out with research papers, publishing in international magazines. Like there is a Mataji called Ujjal Radhe Mataji in Hyderabad. She is doing on decision making from Bhagavad Gita. Like that, many doctorates they are awarding now from IIT Mandi is increasing. Now the IKS course they have launched in IIT Mandi now. Why I am saying this, this personality, he is invited by Massachusetts Institute of Technology for teaching robotics in Boston. So you can imagine if America, Boston, MIT needs this fellow to teach robotics, how big this fellow must be. Correct, huh? Generally, when we call foreign professors to come to teach in India, if they are calling Indian professor there, so that means in his area he is surely very competent. If you're competent, you carry some weight. Without competence, even though you may have good character, you may be a devotee in the company, people don't take you very seriously. So similarly, there was one Dr. P.V. Krishnan in Delhi. So he had 40 students in his class and he will make multiple choice questions. But for 40 people, he used to make 40 questions, papers. Nobody can copy. Even if you see the paper, it will be different only. And you don't need any invigilator because all question papers are different. So committed he was to his students. Right now? So that's what is the first thing. So 3 C's is character, competence, and consistency. If you're working in a company, one is the competence, and character will especially attract your authority, like boss. When boss sees that this fellow is character means how you deal with women, how you deal with money, how authentic you are. For an example, I'll tell you for character. There is one Ananda Mohan Prabhu in Juhu temple. He worked in a company and he was in the board members, practically around 8 of them. So one day he was almost, I think, close to 41, I think, 40 or 41. He wanted to give a VRS, voluntary retirement from service. And his boss he tore it in front of him only. He threw it and said, no, you cannot leave. You cannot leave you. You are a very vital man. In our entire team, many of us are dependent on you for ideas and for execution. You are he is like a family man, very intimate with the whole team. And it's like Yudhishthira Maharaj or Harishchandra. That kind of man he is. And then Prabhu told, sir, why am I submitting this resignation? I don't want to join another company. I'm going to join ISKCON Juhu like a full-time devotee. Me and my wife, he said, we both want to serve full-time. We don't want anything else now. We have saved money and we want to serve God now. So the boss told him, since you want to serve God, I can't stop you. Then they allowed him to go. And they said, anytime you wish to return back, our doors are open for you. They told him. Anytime we will take you back. Then 3 years later, he wanted to go to Mayapur, come to Mayapur and do this Bhakti Shastri. So here accommodation is costly. Put together, it will be something like 30,000 or some 32,000, something like that. So he wrote to his boss saying that, sir, I put all my money in fixed deposits. I don't want to spend money. But I'm going to Mayapur for Bhakti Shastri, earning a degree. So can company, offer me some scholarship, part of it? You can offer like that, he asked. So immediately the boss sent him 50,000. Immediately he told him, you transfer it to his account and said, you can take it, no problem. You do your studies. Prabhuji came here, 4 months he studied Kartik to Gaur Purnima, and he stood first rank. He got 98.5, something like that. He got good percentage amongst all the students. And then whatever money he spent, he gathered all the bills and stapled them all together and then put all the hisab kitab, everything. Exactly showed it, 32,670 rupees, something like that. And all the balance money he kept in a packet and submitted it to the company. And the company people told, this is the reason we gave you 50K. We know that you will not take 1 penny more. He's a man of character, man of principles. And they said, why this 32,000? We will give you 1 lakh also to you, because you are a man of character. So, character, competence, consistency. Go ahead. Why do some devotees lose credibility at work? What are the common reasons? Read that.
Common reasons: poor performance, lack of
poor performance. One devotee, this fellow used to go to company at 11 and come back at 3:34. Company has told him to come at 8 o'clock in the morning. And they have told you can leave at 6. So they expect him to work 10 hours. But he goes at 11 and comes back at 3:34 is back. So 3 months he worked, they threw him off. After 3 months. They said you are insincere, very poor performance. And then?
lack of accountability,
not reporting to the boss, doing one's own thing. Nobody knows what are you doing in the company. Some people go to their department, sit, somehow kill the time and come back. And they don't grow, nor do they report. And the boss is also very busy. Then after 6 months, the boss will one day call, hey, come here, क्या कर रहे हो तुम डिपार्टमेंट में? कुछ मालूम ही नहीं? बताओ, what have you done? Sir, no one gave me any work to do. So I'm just sitting and reading Prabhupada's books. So, therefore, then lack of accountability. Then?
spiritual superiority complex.
Having a notion that I am a spiritual person, I am advanced, all colleagues are all mundane, there are materialistic fellows. This kind of wrong idea. Go ahead.
Module 2, smart preaching. Do not preach to speak, preach to serve.
Yeah. Goal of preaching is not to just speak to people, but to serve people. Go ahead.
Levels of workplace preaching. Level 1, exemplary behavior. Level 2, relationships. Level 3, personal conversations. Level 4, philosophical discussions.
See, 3 steps are given. First level is exemplary behavior. First, you yourself set a example. Once you set an example, people are inspired by you. Then you can strike relationship with the colleagues. And once you strike a relation, then the personal conversations can start. You can open your heart and tell them how you came to Krishna consciousness, how you are happy, you can share with them. Personal conversation. And then 4th level, then you can start philosophy. Prabhupada also what he did, he went to the park, he joined the music hippies, brought them, cooked for them, fed them prasad, a personal relationship developed. Then he started speaking philosophy after that. Then 5th is, then invitations for Gita course, Sunday feast and all that. Yeah. Yeah.
Workshop activity. Each participant identifies 3 colleagues open to friendship, 1 colleague open to deeper discussion, 1 possible invitation opportunity.
See, each of you can do this in your own department. Who are 3 colleagues you feel can be more friendly with you? You may have a dozen colleagues, but who are the 2 or 3 people you feel they are friendly with you? And then amongst them, one colleague, lunchtime, he talks to you about ISKCON, about Prabhupada, this philosophy. He want to join some group reading and other things. And then third fellow is the one who is ready to come for a weekly class or something. Huh? So each of you can think like this. Why it is made like this? Because you can't make everybody into devotee, correct now? You can tell the whole department, all of you come for a weekly class, they won't come. But you have to find out who has that inclination, how they connect. Yeah. So what are the 5 levels said? What is the first level is? You be an example. And second level is? Relationships. Yeah. Third one? Personal discussions. And fourth? Philosophical discussions. And then?
Invitation.
Calling for weekly classes. Yeah. And module 3?
Module 3, Krishna conscious leadership. A devotee leader gives credit, takes responsibility, remains calm under pressure, avoids blame culture, thinks long term.
So, these are very vital qualities. We should not grab all the credits ourselves. We have to give credit to others. Prabhupada said, all of you American boys and girls, you helped me to fulfill the desires of my spiritual master. So I am eternally grateful to you. And he said, who am I? I am like a postal peon. Huh? Whatever mercy my Guru Maharaj gave to pass it to all of you, I just transferred it from my Guru to all of you. Personally, I don't take any credit. Huh? So, the Bhakti Thakur's appearance today, Prabhupada broke to tears, isn't it? When he said this. So, in this way, Prabhupada never took any credit. In the beginning of the NOI, Prabhupada writes, this Krishna movement is run under the supervision of, he doesn't say, I am supervising. He said, Rupa Goswami, he says. And another place he writes, the whole Krishna conscious movement is started by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says. He doesn't take credit himself. So in this way, giving credit, then taking responsibility, remaining calm under pressure, avoiding blaming culture, and thinking long term. Go ahead. Reflection.
Reflection. Would my colleague know I am a devotee even if I never told them?
Would my colleagues know I am a devotee even if I never told them? See, how they come to know? First of all, they see your good behavior, exemplary behavior. You are calm, you are friendly, you are innocent and simple, you are polite. Even if they are aggressive, you are very soft in dealing with them. And you are also responsible, you are accountable, everything is proper. They will come and ask you, themselves they will ask you, are you doing some meditation or something? आप एकदम हमेशा calm लग रहे हैं आप? हमेशा you are always cheerful. They themselves will come and ask you. Then you can say, I chant Hare Krishna, you can say that. Oh really? वो कैसे करते हैं लोग हैं? उसके लिए क्या है? एक माला मिल सकता है क्या हमको? So people ask. There are people, without you speaking one word, on their own they have come to you and taken mala. It has happened to many people. So Prabhupada is saying preaching is not only sitting in a Vyasasana and giving lecture. Preaching can be by our good behavior. Go ahead. Okay, balancing.
Balancing authenticity and diplomacy. Questions. How transparent should a devotee be? Should we reveal all our beliefs? How much workplace networking is healthy? Can devotee become top corporate leaders? How to handle diversity and ideological conflicts?
Very important questions. See, the first one, how transparent should a devotee be? So, okay, any of you can tell me, by being very transparent, what problems can you get? Okay, he's saying they will take us very cheaply, he's saying, by being... Now, transparent means what? You tell everything, what is the morning program, and then what's the weekly class, and your 16 rounds chanting, and your Harinam Sankirtan, book distribution, what all you all do, how you preach and make devotees and everything. So one boy, he got very close to his boss in his department, in IT company. So he would go to his room, IT company boss, he would call him very often to his room and ask him what all he does and everything. So he would, he was abroad in America. So, and the boss was eager. How nice you are. Now I'm very happy to have somebody like you in my team. So he revealed everything, what all he does. So the boss said, see, I am coming in my car. I can drop you. Huh? So this boy started staying in ISKCON temple. Correct, no? So he was staying in the ISKCON temple. Like we have this, in Pune also we have this RVC yoga. Like that. In the temple there is a facility to stay. He was staying. So boss would come. In the morning he would pick him up and go. Huh? Evening he will drop him in the temple and go. So one time I had gone to the temple for a program. Evening something like 120, 100, 120 people are coming for the evening class. One time program I was doing. So he was telling that, Prabhu, now boss knows everything about my life now. Huh? If I want to go early, he knows that there is evening program, the temple. If I can't give any other reason why I want to go early. If I say that I want to go for follow-up in the evening program, I want to go at 5 o'clock, boss will say you are not completed the work, correct, no? But coming too close to boss and revealing everything about his life made it difficult for him to have that freedom which he had before, revealing everything. So that is one of the challenges, because boss is a big man and you have to work for his pleasure, correct, no? In the company. So he felt that he should not have accepted the favor of coming in his car, going in his car. Boss would say, I'm going at 9 o'clock, you come with me, we both will go. They will be talking in the car. So some distance keeping would have been better for him in that case. That's one thing. And another thing, how transparent should a devotee be? If a devotee transparently tells everything to a non-devotee, tomorrow a non-devotee can become an anti-element sometimes. And they can know your vulnerabilities. Correct, no? And they can create trouble. Like some boys were devotee boys. They were transparent to their non-devotee friends. The non-devotee friends complained to the parents of the devotee boys. Because they know everything. नहीं he has a room in the hostel, लेकिन hostel में नहीं ठहरेगा वो. Room है hostel में, लेकिन वो नहीं ठहरेगा. He goes to the center. So they give everything, report to the home, because of which the boy cannot practice devotion. So you understand, no? That is why you cannot be transparent with everybody. But you can be transparent with those who are your well-wishers, your mentors, your guide, protectors, or very close friends. Second one is, should we reveal all our beliefs? Actually, why we should not reveal everything to them? Because they may be having different beliefs. And if you reveal everything in the beginning only, they will reject you without considering everything. So, like I asked my Shiksha Guru, Bhaktisant Maharaj, I have been into Ramakrishna Mission and the Divine Life Society of Shivananda and all that. So I just want to know, in the second or third week I asked him, when I went to the class, is God personal or impersonal? I asked him. You know what he said? He said, God is impersonal and much more. He said. I said, what is that much more? I said, that you'll come to know in the future classes, he said. And then, future classes when I came, he said, God is simultaneously personal and then he told the example of the bulb. See, the bulb has a form, but the impersonal light has no form. Similarly, Krishna has a form, but the Brahman is only attribute of Krishna. So this is gradually brought out. If he told his belief strongly to me, then in the beginning itself I would have stopped coming for the classes. Correct, no? I would not have paid heed for the further discussions. Like I was giving in IIT Bombay, I registered 98 boys for the this thing, DYS in the IIT inside the campus. We could do. They gave us a facility. So a lot of boys were trying the place, but out of them, 2 boys I found very promising. 2 were cream boys. One was Gaur Hari Prabhu. Another one was Radha Valla Prabhu. These 2 people had come for that. In that group only they came. These boys will hang around after the program and ask many, many questions. This Radha Valla Prabhu took me to his room and showed Jagannath Vasudhara deity also. Yeah. So this Gaur Hari Prabhu, he asked me in the second session, he asked, Sir, I am going for the Chinmaya mission. My mother is there in Chinmaya mission for 15 years. So what about that philosophy and this philosophy? Will there not be a clash? He asked. So then I told him, see, don't worry, even I have been to Chinmaya Mission before. I have been to Ramakrishna Mission. And this is Krishna consciousness. Whatever you are doing is all right. You can just add Hare Krishna chanting to that. That's all I said. He agreed. Now he's a big devotee now. Correct? So if you tell all the believers and say, no, 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 once you become Hare Krishna, we don't accept Mayavadis. You have to reject the Mayavadis and you have to fully come in this side. If you told in the second time, probably next class you would not have come. Correct? Huh? That's the point. Third one, how much?
Workplace networking.
Where's the mic?
How much workplace networking is healthy?
Yeah, you have to tell. Like you all are working in company. What do you say? Is workplace networking is healthy or not? Networking means trying to connect with people, talk to people. What do you think? How many of from your experience you can say? How many of you network with your colleagues in the office? You can raise a hand. Okay, there are these people can tell. Can you give the mic to them? When you network, what happens? Found it favorable or unfavorable? Yeah.
It's favorable in the work, like in the projects. It becomes helpful if you get good people in your team and all. But at the same time, you have to keep your boundaries clear. Like they may also have some unwanted habits, so you need to keep aloof.
Sometimes you can get good people into your team, but at the same time, their habits which they may have, you have to be cautious in handling that. What about you? Loudly? Correct. Everybody accept prasad happily. No problem. Probably you can also give invitation for Janmashtami and festivals, I think. Because some people come with their family for festival occasion. They are pious. And I think sometimes we can give books like a Journey Home kind of book, which is
So he used to, what he used to stay in Bangalore. So there is Westman is there, we used to very close. So what we used to do is every Thursday in the evening they used to big snacks and some of the hours. So what we used to do is there are almost like 3-4 of our other colleagues. We used to take them and then feed the prasad and all the things. And one of us used to sponsor that, and then we used to take them for the celebration and feed.
amazing thing. Especially if devotees take lead in sponsoring, they'll be even more happy. They don't have to spend anything. Just come, take prasad, hear some kirtan. And these fellows, some of them may get connected and become devotees also. They can take book and everything. Yeah. And then can devotees become top corporate leaders or not? What do you think? Many have become. Radha Giridhari Prabhu, and people like they have become even Shyam Sundar Prabhu. They are not only corporate leaders, they are entrepreneurs, and they have started multiple industries in America, many of them. They have multiple companies, they're employing many, many people. I have one example of one boy called Prakash. He was studying in MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. His only Romapad Maharaj was telling about him, and Maharaj used to go there for preaching and became a devotee. Later on, he became an entrepreneur in America, and because he was a student of MIT, he became chaplain in MIT. He started giving classes. And he made like 20-25 boys into devotees. And later on, when he moved to Singapore, all of them moved to Singapore, I heard. They all left their jobs in America. They moved to Singapore. And they stayed. Now he has one leg in Singapore, one leg in America. Now also he comes. Now his name is Paramananda Prabhu. So he's a very big industrialist. Yes. He makes a huge sum of money, millions of dollars he makes now. But you will be surprised if you look at him. He wears simple white and white dhoti kurta. He says that he leaves for the office at 11:30 only from home. He says, I get up in the morning, I do my entire program he does. Mangalarti to Bhagavatam class he does. After he takes his prasad, then he gives some time for the family, then 11:30 he starts the work. Night he ends everything by 7 to 7:30 ends in the night. So there are people like that, big people. Yeah, go ahead.
How to handle diversity and ideological conflicts?
Yeah. So in an office when you are working, there may be differences in ideologies. Like, for example, we have a Krishna conscious ideology. Somebody may be following Sadguru. Somebody may be following Sri Sri, Ravi Shankar. Somebody may be following Brahma Kumaris. Somebody may be following Amma, Amritananda Mema. Isn't it possible? And there are also others also. There are people, different people. So what are the things common to all these organizations? Can you say? What are some things common? Yeah? Huh? Mode of goodness is something common. What else? No, all of them accept God. And they all accept God. And they also accept soul. We are not the body, we are the soul. And many of them accept that this material world, we have to get liberated. And we have to attain moksha. Many of them accept that. There is a spiritual position everybody has to attain. They all agree. And they all agree to eat sattvic type of ahar, sattva. They all like cows protected. A cow should be protected. It's a mother. Cow is one of the mothers. They also feel that. And they all talk about responding and not reacting and behaving in sattva, guna. Right? And most of them also avoid onion garlic. And they also promote vegetarian food. And every one of them have some kind of meditation. Meditation, building concentration. And majority of them sing also kirtan. Like our Sri Sri Ravi Shankar's people, they sing Govinda Bolo Hari Gopala Bolo. You must have seen. They're very, Nanda Mukund. There's one song, famous song. Narayana Hari Om. So they're very famous songs, Sundara Nanda Mukunda Narayana Hari Om. So these songs millions of people watch because there are some of their singers, they are bhajan singers. So they promote a lot of kirtans also. So many of these organizations have kirtan culture also, a common kirtan culture, correct? No? So if you make a list of what all are common, then on those areas you can speak to people, the colleagues when you meet. You speak any of the commonality, nobody will mind. You will speak also. And there may be things which are unique for our organization, which will be different from others. That we don't insist on the people, correct? No? Yeah. So ideological conflicts. Yeah, see here, workplace dharma matrix. Participants categorize situations. You have to say, see, situation, gossip, what should we do? Tolerate, confront, escalate, avoid. Which one? Avoid, yeah. Harassment. If somebody is harassing you, what you should do? Confront. Somebody is harassing you, you can escalate to higher ups. You can tell your boss somebody is harassing you. Because if you report, the report should go to higher ups, so they will take care that nobody harasses you. And then credit theft. Confront, yeah. And offensive humor. Avoid. Unethical orders. What do you do? Escalate, yeah. Somebody wants you to do something unethical. Either you confront and correct him or you escalate. Right, no? Go ahead. Now go ahead. The silent influence. Madhav, a software engineer practicing Bhakti Yoga for 4 years, highly competent, accountable, and deeply respected by his peers. And Vikram is a direct peer of Madhav, ambitious, observant, naturally curious about Madhav's lifestyle. So Madhav is a devotee and Vikram is a friend. Rohit, the director of engineering, results driven, looks for a strong leadership qualities and despises blame culture. And Samir, a junior developer under Madhav's mentorship. Okay? Now go ahead. Earn respect before you preach. Focuses character, competence, consistency, and spiritual superiority. Setting. The main project bay. Rohit, director, walks in, holding a printed incident report, looking incredibly tense. Rohit?
Team, we have a major issue. The production database encountered a severe memory leak during the peak traffic hour today. The client's checkout system went down for 15 minutes. Who was handling the final optimization code?
Rohit, I was assigned to write the optimization logic. I did run basic tests, but I think I missed the high volume stimulation logs. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I told Samir last week that the garbage collection cycles looked heavy, but I was tied up with my own modules, so I could not double check his work.
How many of you understand this language? It's a company language. That's why I made this kit also like, correct, na? You understand this language, yeah? Yes. Mother?
Rohit, Samir wrote the logic, but as a senior mentor, I am responsible for the final code review. I signed off on the merge request without thoroughly simulating the peak load. The oversight is mine, and I take full accountability for the outage.
Madhav, it's rare for someone to step up and take the hit. What's the recovery plan?
I've already isolated the memory leak loop, rewritten the cache location allocation, and ran a stress test for double the peak volume. The hotfix is ready to deploy right now. I will stay back late with Samir tonight to monitor the servers and ensure stability.
Outstanding. This is what true leadership looks like. Take the responsibility, give your juniors room to learn, and fix the problem without playing the blame game. Get it deployed, Madhav. Thank you.
Samir?
Wow, Madhav, thank you so much for backing me up. I thought I was going to get fired.
Don't worry, Samir. Mistakes happen. We rise together as a team. Let's sit down, fix this code, and turn this into a learning experience for both of us.
So it's very taking accountability. Huh? Being accountable is, that's the main point here. It's stressed here. Earn respect before you reach. So now Madhav has earned respect. Why? Because he is ready to bear the brunt of the battle. You know, he didn't hide. He didn't pass the buck. Huh? He was accountable. So people immediately develop respect for such genuine people. Huh? Go ahead. Act 2. Yeah, smart preaching. The levels of outreach. Focus is moving from level 1 to level 2 now. Now we are going now. Relationships, personal conversations, and invitations. Setting. The office cafeteria. Late evening, Madhav and Vikram are working over coffee after the successful hotfix deployment. Vikram?
Hey Madhav, can I ask you something personal? I have been watching you for months. In this high pressure corporate setup, everyone else yells, panics, or throws others under the bus to save their own skin. But you remain totally calm. You never take credit for yourself, and you just took the blame for a junior today. How do you maintain that kind of consistency and peace? Vikram,
Madhav's internal monologue, which means what he's thinking in the mind.
Vikram is asking because he respects my competence and character. I should throw a massive 2 hour philosophical lecture at him right now. Let me speak to serve his current curiosity. Honestly, Vikram, it comes down to my daily morning routine. I spend about an hour early in the morning doing mantra meditation and reading timeless wisdom books like Bhagavad Gita. It gives me an internal anchor, so when the workplace gets chaotic, my mind doesn't get pulled into the storm.
Really? Just reading and meditation? I always thought that stuff was for later in life or for people trying to escape reality. But you are one of our top developers.
True wisdom isn't an escape, Vikram. It's a manual for dynamic living. The Gita actually teaches how to perform our professional duties with absolute excellence, but without being plagued by anxiety or the need to validate our egos. It changes why you work.
Man, I could really use some of that focus. My mind is constantly running, even when I am trying to sleep.
You know, our youth community is actually hosting an interactive 4 session digital course starting next weekend called the Consciousness Code. It's tailored specially for the young IT professional dealing with stress and personal mastery. No forced dogmas, just practical data backed tools. Would you like me to send you the invite link?
Wow. Yes, please do send it over, Madhav. If it can help me handle pressure the way you do, I'm absolutely in.
Yeah, Insana. So now how he's introducing Krishna consciousness, smart preaching, correct? No? How Madhav is gradually bringing in. See how Vikram became interested in the Krishna conscious course. Anybody can say what interested in? Yes.
Madhav, how he remains calm
Yeah.
throughout the tense situations during the office hours.
Correct.
And also he took the responsibility of his junior,
Yeah.
which nobody does.
Exactly.
He tries to
Save their skin.
save his own self.
Exactly. So these two things. One is he saw his character, he saw his peace of mind. So which means actually our spiritual life is not theoretical. Huh? It has to show up in our real life. Huh? It has to. People have to see some heart change in us. Otherwise, they are not going to take the philosophy seriously. So people take philosophy seriously when they see that it is working on somebody. Huh? So here he was so curious, Vikram, that he openly asked him, "Come on, here, what is it that that's making up your stability, inner stability? Huh? Where are you getting that from?" Then Madhav said, "It's due to my chanting Hare Krishna and reading Bhagavad Gita. Huh? So these two things I'm doing." So we call it as ABC, Association Bhagavad Gita and chanting. Then he said, "We have a program. You are also welcome. You can also experience this." So then he became curious. Otherwise, any amount of our philosophy speaking, convincing people don't turn up easily. I have observed one thing: those who come from the word of mouth, from somebody, people like somebody trusted person calls them for a program, they come. No, that's why the example is very important. Read that Krishna conscious leadership and diplomatic authenticity. Advanced discussion, handling ideological conflicts and workplace dharma matters. Okay. Rohit's cabin, Rohit, Madhav, and Vikram are discussing a major upcoming vendor contract. Go ahead.
All right, team. To secure the international client account, the third party vendor has hinted that they need us to intentionally inflate our server capacity metrics in the formal audit report. It's a gray area, but if we don't do it, we we lose the account to our competitors. Madhav, as tech lead, I need you to sign off on these altered metrics.
So Madhav, internal monologue.
Workplace thermometrics, unethical order. This is a core test of integrity. I cannot simply tolerate or avoid an unethical, fraudulent order, but I must not confront Rohit aggressively or act self righteous. I must use a combination of strict authenticity and professional diplomacy. Rohit, I completely understand that securing this international account is a top priority for our growth. However, alerting the audit metric altering the audit metrics carries a massive long-term risk. If the client runs an independent load test post-deployment and discovers the discrepancy, our company faces severe legal penalties and permanent loss of credibility.
You understand? Huh? It has happened to many companies. You want an international account for which they show off that we do this, we do this, we do this, so many things they show off. But actually, when the testing team comes and sees nothing of that sort is happening, then actually their credibility in the company will be shattered. Correct? That's what he's saying. Yeah.
But our competitors do it all the time. Madhav, we need to be practical.
With calm strength and deep long-term thinking. What is he saying?
Our core strength is our uncompromised engineering quality. Instead of altering numbers, let's fast track our auto scaling architecture proposal. We can show the client our current capability alongside a transparent, concrete 30-day roadmap to reach the desired capacity safely. I am happy to hop on a call with the technical directors directly to defend this transparent approach. True reliability will win them over for long term.
It's a bold move, Madhav. It takes serious guts to pitch total transparency in this market. But you are right. The legal fallout of a fake audit could destroy us. Vikram, what do you think?
I agree with Madhav. Rohit, his data and technical integrity are flawless. If Madhav leads the technical defense, the client will see our competence and trust us more.
All right, no alter metrics. Madhav, draft the auto scaling roadmap and lead the client presentation. Your integrity is an asset to this department.
Madhav nods respectfully. He and Vikram walk out of the cabin back to the bay. Vikram.
You know, Madhav, you didn't say a single religious word in there, but the way you stood up for truth made it obvious that you operate on a completely different level of internal principles.
Correct, na? It's amazing.
Thank you, Vikram. Our actions should speak so loudly that our words don't have to. Let's get to work.
Now, these are the 10 golden rules. In conclusion, read that.
10 golden rules for devotee at work. Respect everyone as a soul. Be professional before being philosophical. Never compromise principles for popularity. Avoid gossip. Maintain healthy boundaries. Do not become emotionally dependent on colleagues. Excellence is a form of preaching. Stay detached from praise and criticism. Build trust before sharing philosophy. Remember that your workplace is also Krishna's classroom.
Nice, no? First, be professional before being philosophical. And never compromise principles or popularity. Very, very powerful principles. We learned all these things today. We completed all of them. Yeah. Is a writing journal. Read it.
General questions. Which workplace situation tests my Krishna consciousness most? Second, which colleague do I need to see differently? Third, what one behavior should I change immediately? Fourth, how can my workplace become a place of service rather than survival? Fifth, if Srila Prabhupada observed me at work for 1 week, what would he appreciate and what would he advise me to improve?
So, these are things you have to think about. Huh? Read it.
Final meditation. I'm not working merely for salary, position, or recognition. I'm representing Krishna through my character, competence, and conduct. Every interaction is an opportunity to serve, purify my heart, and bring dignity to the mission of Srila Prabhupada.
Exactly. So we have a great responsibility. We have an opportunity to serve in the company as a devotee, devotee colleague, and also purify our own heart. We benefit, our colleagues can benefit, and our movement can benefit, Prabhupada movement. Dignity. So these journal questions you all think about. So we have completed exactly in time. You can, Dheeraj Prabhu, you can send them this. Where will you send? They have WhatsApp group, Sharanagati. So he will send you all, you can have the notes, okay? Jai Shri Prabhupada ki. He exactly completed. Exactly 2 o'clock. I prepared this because kids can speak much more than just telling people. Only the words are little computer company related words. Some of you may find it a bit technical, but I thought it is good also in one sense. Because in company life, you deal with this kind of things correctly. Any questions? 5 minutes. There is Prabhu, you can check whether they have this thing. You just ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, such a wonderful class on the reflection of all the things which is going on the companies. I did not join the company. I am still the last year in the last year. So I want to ask Priji this that what all Priji has discussed, it's very very uh, perfect behavior of the devotees. You have quoted also the some devotees name who has done this.
Yes.
But some devotee, not all devotees are perfect. They are not always exemplary in
Correct.
all the behavior, and some has limitations. Like one an example, if I my personal self not able to perform that excellence in my company, and for that excellence, I work hard, give more time in company, then my other time of sadhana and will get destroyed. Means like I've worked till 5, but my ability to work is less as compared to the company's need, company demands. For that, I want to work hard and more, and then I get less time for my sadhana and all. So how to maintain that?
When you are working in a company, if you uh, show your full capacity, then like there was one boy, the company will give him 1 week time to do the program. He will finish in 2 days only. Then the company gave him 3 programs in a week. Correct, no? Then he had to slog like anything after that because they saw his capacity is high. So instead of that, what one can do, company is telling you to do work in 1 week. You did in 5 days. So your boss is happy that yes, you have finished before time. It's very good. Then they may not increase the workload, but you may also be in good books, possible. They may say that he's a devotee, goes for yatra and other things, but whatever work you give, pakka he finishes. There are many devotees who don't go to company at all because all work they do from home because company bosses have a lot of trust in them. In America, I saw many devotees, companies like, 500 miles away, and they never go. They're just sitting at home because they promptly submit the work. And the companies develop a lot of trust in them. Right? No? So that's one thing. Second thing, if you are going to be a GS candidate, then even if you just work, say, 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, and then you came back, because evening you have to preach, and then morning also you have sadhana and everything. You may not be getting promotion or anything in the company because you don't wait till promotion. Before that you leave. Correct, no? But if you are going to be a grihastha, then one has to think, if I want a lifelong, at least till 50, 60 years of settlement and all in this field, then one may have to spend more time for the company. You can't say that I want to come back at 5 o'clock. One may have to spend a little longer, right now. But there is one mistake I see some devotees do. In the name of taking care of their material job, they devote too much time in upskilling and learning lot of things. If they go like morning 7:38, they go, and night like 9:30, 10 they come. So those, they are devotees, but then the spiritual life will be very badly affected. Correct, no? I would say, Prabhupada says 9 hours in the 7th canto. No, 8 to 9 hours, Brother Prabhupada says. In the current day situation, if you are, say, you're going at 8 o'clock in the morning and you're coming at 6 o'clock in the evening, it's good. Right, no? 6 or latest be 7. Beyond that, if you have a company expects you, then your reading, hearing, everything gets affected. Yeah. And these ideal things which we said today, we should know what is ideal, then only we can aspire for it. Correct, no? Yeah. We may not speak the way Madhav speaks. Correct, no? But think what to speak and then speak. And that is why ISKCON, we are not able to sometimes impress other people because there is a lacuna or there is some lack in the behavior. We certainly have to improve. But these kind of seminars, workshops, which make us think, it gives us a chance to make an effort to modify at least. Correct. Any other questions? Mike can be given.
Pruji, for Hare Krishna, Pruji. Pruji, for gossiping, you are telling that we can try to divert the topic, but many times it happens that when we try to divert the topic, so some of our colleagues, they tell, "Oh, you are diverting the topic," and they will again bring back the same topic in public. So
then you can quit the place. Then you don't remain in that place. What you can do, you can look at the phone. Oh, I got a message. You messaged asking me to make an urgent call. So I have to rush now. You can say, and then you can quit that place. Then let them talk whatever they want. You have escaped. Right? Huh? Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Praji. Praji, it happened with one of my co-devotees. He used to stay with me in base.
with me. So what happened was in a company, or that company was offering 6 month plus PPO, replacement offer. So he worked as an intern, but what happened with him is there was 20 students were hired for intern. So and other colleges students were also there, but among the 20 students, most of the students were into like bad habits, intoxication. So they formed a group. So and they sidelined that devotee because he was not interested in their group due to all their bad habits. So what happened, the company offered PPO to 7 or 8 people. So in that group, six among the say 7 or 8 people, six students was from that group only, and that devotee wasn't given PPO. So he got demotivated. So what to be done or what to be said to that devotee?
Now, cornered means, what is the meaning of cornering? Like for socially, they can corner him. Say in the company, for example, they all are eating together, smoking together, drinking together, and the devotee doesn't do those things. So socially, he is cornered. But devotee never feels lonely because devotee has, philosophical understanding. And devotee is busy also. We have so many things to do. So socially, they can at the most corner. As regards to job, is the devotee competent in his job? Is he competent?
So he was competent.
Then the boss will see that this fellow, this competent boy, then why will they spare him? They will keep him. Correct, no? Only thing is, he may not get friends in the company, but he may have friends outside when he goes. But later on, once he spends 2 3 years, he can look for pious people in the company and make new friends. And in case the other group is on their own, let them be on their own, not a problem. Socially, sometimes they outcast you, sometimes, treating your devotee. But you can make new devotees in the company. It will take a while, correct, no? What was your question?
He got another job late after a few months. So that happened.
Okay.
But that momentarily he was some demotivated.
Correct. That's true. Yeah. And then, like,
about how we see it as an opportunity to purify ourselves, and then the 4 categories was very helpful, very practical, Broji. One question I had, Broji, regarding this journaling point. So, all the sessions we had, even from previous times, you are mentioning this time point very much about journaling, about contemplation. What I observed, Broji, in my practice is that we often don't do this journal. So how can we bring it in our
actually,
lifestyle?
journaling, see, reflection and journaling and practical action, they follow one after other. Reflection means to think. Like I told you all to speak to each other, two of you. That is reflection. And then you speak out. Journaling is something where you write in the night before going to sleep, how the day went today, some experience in the company you had. Like I told you, 2 experiences. One I had in Hyderabad with one fellow. He didn't listen because we went in the morning, I said. And another one, the family, uh, the scooter, I think tech, what is it called as? I don't remember the name of this thing. On scooter company they have. So they have, that I told, they received. So these are instances. But if you record them, you jot down, this is what is my realization. Later on, this type of little stories you can tell others also, and for personal understanding also, what lessons you learn. That's reflectioning and journaling. When you do this, then practical application will be very easy. Without this, the Shastras remain in the cloud. They don't come to our personal life. And we may not have the practice, but we can start the practice. Cultivate that.
Guruji, previously, one of my mentors, they told me to do this journaling thing. So I started, but what happened was that the journaling thing would take 45 minutes, 1 hour, like that. So
5 minutes.
So how do we do it effectively? But that's what.
These questions I asked, they are 5 minutes. Like night you're going to bed today. Today morning to evening, what is one thing you learned? One line you write. What is one good encounter you had with a devotee? What is one bad encounter you had with a devotee, which you think you could have alternatively behaved? That you can write also. Good encounter, bad encounter, one lesson learned, and one experience, today that really was outstanding. For example, the experience of associating with a devotee and learning something, or the experience of the deity darshan, or some experience which you got, you can write about that. And then what did you do for Prabhupada today? One service contribution I did. What is the quality of my, in a scale of 1 to 10, today's day, how did it go? Sometimes you may think that the day didn't go so well. Someday it went very well, And what new lessons I learned from any mistakes that I committed today, or mistakes I committed earlier, but today I learned. What lessons I've learned? These kind of things you can journal. Just 5 minutes max. That's good enough. Huh?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhupada ki.